starting today, our company is now Meta. Our mission remains the same. It's still about bringing people together.
Don't worry, it's a new name, but we're still gonna let you organize for an insurrection. We got you covered on that. It's just gonna be a meta-rection from now on.
Never say that word again. Jesus, John. That makes me
I like it. So that's Mark Zuckerberg, who is definitely, that's who I would choose to assist in the rollout of a product. And he's talking about the fact that Facebook's parent company is now Meta. Okay, I wanna get into a little bit of him talking about why it's awesome, what it's gonna look like. Take a look at this.
So let's start by exploring what different kinds of metaverse experiences could feel like, starting with the most important experience of all, connecting with people.
I love that because, and maybe it's an in-joke, but the fact that he's doing his best to pretend to have human emotions and then it drains away and he turns to a blue light. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what I imagined your life was like, buddy. Thank you for showing us that, Brett.
It's so meta. We're gonna. I had one thing where I made a video for Facebook years and years ago. I made something for some event they were having, and that process was the worst, dumbest process of my life. You can tell all the people that are around going like, this will be great. It'll be so exciting. It's so like, if you care about Mark Zuckerberg, you got to keep him from making videos like this. If you give a crap, if he's your friend, if you work with him, you have to keep him out of these videos because they're so bad. They're so sad. Like, I don't know. I read Rainbow's End's a cool movie or a cool book about basically you put contacts in and then you like say, I want all the world to look like medieval times. And then suddenly it does. And that's kind of what they're going for here, where you can change your reality around you, put skins over it. That's like metaverse type stuff. And this seems not like the company made by that upstart in the social network who wanted to make stuff cool, there's no Trent Reznor like cool hacking music behind this. This is this feels like the evil corporation. In that movie.
He doesn't get that.
And that's not a criticism of the aims. Like we haven't even gotten into that yet. This is about making a launch video, which I think is why this is trending more than them changing their name as a concept and as a vision. It's just like, what are you guys doing in this?
No, it doesn't. It's not to say that nothing like the metaverse or whatever, some aspect of it will ever become more popular than it is. I think that they're at this point massively overestimating people's interest in putting on like visors and things like that. That's just not a thing that people are ready for. I'm not saying that they never will, but there are other concerns too, which we'll get to really fast. I love some of the commentary about the name. AOC tweeted Meta as in, we are a cancer to democracy metastasizing into a global surveillance and propaganda machine for boosting authoritarian regimes and destroying civil society for profit. That pretty much nails it. Matt Blaze says, renaming Facebook Meta solves the same kinds of problems that renaming torture enhanced interrogation did, which is totally true. And Jorge, back on October 19th, tweeted, just watch, the Facebook name change is going to be something like Meta or some BS.
So good.
And nailed it. It was in fact some BS. He says he has different reasons for why they're doing this. One is, well, it's like Facebook's an app, but it's also the company. That's confusing people. Why does it matter if people know what your parent company is named? That's not the reason.
It's different from Google changing their name to Alphabet, right? Google did change its name to Alphabet to avoid like a lot of trust issues and to split off a lot of their technological solutions that they made that could be applied elsewhere than search. And various other organizations. And Alphabet, they needed an umbrella for it. This is an umbrella to create their idea of the future of the internet, which is an all-inclusive social experience. That, by his own admission, allows you to be a total jerk by like clandestinely and without people noticing. Like, yep, I totally am listening to you, but you're looking over the side and answering emails at the same time.
Yeah, and we're not gonna have time, but he goes in depth about how, yeah, you could be like totally like looking at a person, but you're gonna be answering other stuff. That does not sound good to me. Like that is not, you are already making it so difficult for people to want to be around other people. Do you really need to do that for literally just looking at you?
It's so perfect for social network too. Like, cause they always do this thing where they solve the wrong problem. The problem you should be solving isn't like, how can I be rude to this person without them knowing it? But they think that's the problem to solve. No, you need to have more meaningful interactions with people. That's what you've said over and over again. There's nothing less meaningful than someone pretending they're listening to you, but at the same time answering another email. You guys have lost it. It's to appease his instinct, I think, just from like a character perspective, his instinct to be like that guy who can get away with being really alienating to people.
Yeah, he thinks everybody wants to go through these social interactions exactly as he does. I pray that he is not accurate in that. Anyway, we'll have more on this. We got some videos we'll show you like on another day or something. We'll see, maybe it'll end up being cool. I kind of doubt it. And if it ever does, I hope it's not Facebook's version of it.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.